Love you too. Tim, you still here?
Oh, yeah. How long has the oil light been on, Jill?
Oil light.
The oil light. Next to the speedometer, a little red light with an oil can on it?
Oh, that thing. I don't know, 2 or 3 days.
2 or 3 days? It's a warning light. Didn't it occur to you there might be a little problem?
I thought if there was a problem with the car that the light would get brighter or there would be a buzzer.
A buzzer? It's a car, not a game show.
Tim, the car is running fine.
It used to be running fine. Inside of a car is an internal combustion engine composed of many precision parts running at a high RPM. High RPM produces friction. Friction produces heat. Heat is dissipated by lubrication. Oil. When the car doesn't get the oil that it needs, it tends to seize up into a rock.
Are you saying the car's not running?
We now own a 4,000-pound four-door Boulder.
You mean I can't drive it?
Not unless you're Wilma Flintstone.
Now, some buddies, I may sound a little ignorant saying this, but especially to the ladies. If I sound wrong, then put it in the comments. But even in today's world, I don't see that many women that are mechanics that are at the shops. And what I also have noticed that when it comes to cars, vehicles, if something's wrong with it, you turn to your husband or some male figure, father, brother, whatever is the case, because I guess we're mechanics all of a sudden if something's wrong and our wives tell us about it. But no, if we don't know, then all we're gonna do is call the mechanic and say, hey, this lit up, you know. More times than not, it's the check engine light, the oil can light. I think that's a thing of the 90s, so the show was from the 90s. But nonetheless, with that said, ladies, if something does light up on the dashboard right there, you have to let us know at least that this happened, because in this case, with this clip, if you don't have oil in the engine, Tim is right, it won't run anymore, because an engine needs oil, it needs lubrication, so all the parts move around. And if it doesn't have that, then you just killed the engine, okay? Because this is one of my favorite shows growing up. I saw the entire episode, and at the end, Tim does know a lot about cars, and he fixed it himself, but he had to take the entire engine out, fix all the parts, probably put new parts in there, and then add lubrication. Ladies, something small like a light that comes on in the car, at least let us know about it, okay? And if we don't know, then we'll find somebody that does. But again, getting back to women not being a big part of as a mechanic, I'm glad to at least say that I do see more women in auto parts stores, so the knowledge is there. So I'm hoping that could be a transition from knowledge of the parts to getting into the shop, because I'm all about it. I am a supporter of women. I would love to see that, because so long as my car gets fixed, I don't care who does it, as long as it gets done right.
My grandfather used to sell cars, so he knew a great deal about cars. And then he had all girls, so I remember mom talking about he taught her about cars. So as I got older and I first got my first car, the main thing my mom told me was just make sure you always at least change the oil. Do that at least, right? So as I've gotten older, one of my aunties, she mentioned to me, why don't you just change your own oil instead of taking it in and spending extra money? And I was like, I don't know how to do all that, right? So thank you for YouTube. So YouTube came about, and everybody do their own DIY projects on there. So I learned to change my own oil. I just feel in the clip where Alan's trying to tell his wife, hey, this is what should be done, instead of you're just, okay, there's a light on, but it doesn't mean anything until the car stops working. And that's what most people will think. It's like, I'm gonna drive my car until something happens to it, but there's lights indicators on the car for a reason. So the earlier you take care of it, the less it's gonna cost you to get it fixed. Because once something blows, that's it. It's gonna cost you a whole lot more than what you really that you're willing to pay for, and then either have to get yourself a rental car or buy yourself a whole new car, and that will suck if you had your car paid off or you're going back to making car payments again.
Hey somebodies, come check out my channel where I give you my candid thoughts and opinions on various topics and weird news reports. So stop by for some tomfoolery and ballyhoo. Cute little guy, eh?